If you haven't already started using agent skills, you're falling behind. In this video, I'm going to help you catch up so that your agents can work more effectively and have less issues and use less tokens. Your agents will be smarter so that they'll be able to do more things and that you'll be able to leverage the wider developer tooling that is available to help your agents work better. So Codex 5.2 is already incredible, but you can make it work more effectively if you just teach it some of these skills. So let's take a look at this. This was launched by OpenAI recently, and I am just starting to get into it, and I wanted to show you what is available here. So agent skills allow you to give Codex tooling to do certain things. And this can include running certain scripts, giving it specific prompts, and helping it learn how to use certain tools. All right, so this is the page, and what we're going to see is that this is the structure. You're going to have your skill.md, you're going to have scripts, references, and potentially assets. And skills, one of the nice things about them is they're going to use progressive disclosure. So they're going to only read as much as they need to start. And that's going to save on token usage, which is really important when we're working with agents, especially when we've got limited amounts of context. There's two ways to get into it. There is this /skills command, which will then let you sort of choose a skill, or you can use the shortcut, which is the $ symbol in Codex. Right now, Codex Web and iOS don't support the explicit invocation. So I think what that means is that it's not doing this shortcut. So you might have to go through the other one or something like that. It's not entirely clear what that actually means here. And then as we're going down here, you can just sort of see these are the skills that it's listing when you start with the $ symbol. And then on the web, you're seeing that these are here as well. And then where are these saved? So there's different locations. And this is what's really powerful about these skills. Much like your agents.md file, you can have multiple places to put skills. So in your current working directory, you could have a little folder for project shared skills. So if you're working on a team and you need to collaborate and share skills, this could be in your repository so that you can share it with team members. Then you could also have it in a subfolder. So let's say you had multiple projects, you've got a monorepo, you can put all those skills in a subfolder for a specific area. Let's say you had an Android app and an iOS app and a website all in the same monorepo, just to make it easy to work with agents. That's where you could put specific skills to each of those tooling stacks. And then if we go down here, we've got more skills. There's Codex Home, which is going to be in your user folder. So that's super useful for sharing across multiple repositories. And then there's an admin section, and then there's system, which are bundled with Codex. And so I think only two were bundled. There was the skill creator skill, and then there was the create plan skill that I believe, and maybe skill installer. I only saw a handful of these, but now I've installed more, so it's hard to know which ones actually came from OpenAI. This is the structure. It's going to be using Markdown, and this is what's called front matter at the top. So in between these things, this is front matter. This is just like a easy way for Codex to read just a little bit without reading the whole skill, and it gets some idea of what this actually does. And then it can, if it needs to, then it can read the rest of the file. But that allows us to just read front matter and do sort of progressive disclosure of skills and documentation that gets ingested. That's really important when we're working with context. You can install skills using the skill installer. And then I have another thing I want to show you, and I'll do this in a separate video, but Thomas has an app called Skill Manager. I'll talk about that in another video. That gives you a user interface for dealing with all of these skills. So look for that. There's a little video that you can sort of see how this works in, I think this is inside of VS Code with the Codex plugin. I actually haven't been working in VS Code. I work all in terminal with Ghosty or iTerm. So here's Notion, and that's it. So That's skills. If you learned something, hit the like button. If you're planning to get started with this, let me know in the comments down below. If you have any suggestions for skills that I should be using in an iOS or Mac OS app, let me know. I do app development, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video where I'll show off that other tool. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you later.